Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm your instructor Joy. I hope all of you are staying well and healthy. So during this difficult time and weird time of pandemic, all of us are stuck indoors and then probably more time than usual on our hands. And I thought it would be a good moment for us to go back to basics because we finally have time to practice properly. Often we are always rushing and we're busy, and then we're happy if we have a little 10-20 minutes here and there to practice. But the nice side of this time, we finally have time that we're always looking for. So this is time that you can take time in your practicing and work on small details that we could not spend on also basics. So I'm gonna make a video, a follow-on video about this right hand, but today we're gonna work on basics of the left hand, so that this would be something that we have to constantly come back to the basics, because without a strong basic structure, we will be always limited. So it's always worth coming back. So when it comes to the left hand, there are two kinds of motion: dropping, so vertical motion of dropping finger, or sliding, horizontal motion. It could be just finger extension of one finger, or the entire hand going up or down, which is shifting. So now the biggest problem we have on the left hand is the tension, getting rid of the tension, or knowing what the level of correct relaxation of the left hand is. So let's take a simple scale, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a C sharp. So we're going to use a simple first position, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, using C sharp. Now, so in order to have a fast running left hand, one has to know how to move elastically. Elastic motion is, so as soon as you touch the string, you should be able to lift up as though you are throwing a ball on the floor. So when you throw a ball on the floor, it touches, it bounces off. So this is the motion that your fingers should be doing. So when the ball bounces, soccer ball, basketball, when ball bounces off the floor, it does not go heavily, but it kind of bounces off with a strong energy, but very lightly. And that's a finger motion that we're looking for. So you simply can practice that one by just using one finger. Another way to imagine how it would feel like is if we accidentally touched a stove that was still very hot. Ouch, like this, we kind of, have a reflection of lifting up our hand. And that's also the same motion, which means it's a very strong force that we're lifting up, yet we're relaxing as soon as we touch it. And that's the motion that we're looking for with a fingertip. Yeah? So just lift one finger. The key is not trying to push, focus. Do not focus on placing the bow down, placing the finger down, but focus on the finger being lifted upwards as soon as you touch it. And you can do it with all fingers. And pinky, same idea, but sometimes I find it's easier when you place the third finger alone, but it's up to you. So this kind of elastic finger motion is very good when you do trill. The trill is exactly the one. So you should be able to move fingertip really elastically fast, which will allow us continuous fast finger motion. Yeah, and then each finger. So make sure you do that on that. If you want to continue with a trill practice, you can go further with a different variations of practicing, such as dotted rhythm. Next one is when you have to sustain certain notes without losing the intonation, or without getting tired with the left hand. When we play long notes, we feel like we have to keep pressing it down, but actually it's the other way around. Whether you're playing first position or higher position even more importantly. So we have to learn to place finger without keep forcefully pressing it down, but keeping it without minimum of the fingertip weight. But if we never experienced it, it's very hard to know what we should look after or we should search for it. So the way you experience a feeling of proper minimum weight, fingertip weight, would be place the third finger on the A string and then play the note D. Then lift up just enough while leaving the fingertip on the string until you hear an harmonics. So notice the fingertip is still on the string, but it's on very light enough that it changes the sound from normal sound, solid sound, to harmonics. And that's the feeling of the light fingertip. Of course, that's just so that for you to have a reference, because it's important when we practice, we know what we're after. So once you have that, then apply a little more weight so that it does not sound like harmonics, but still somewhat similar fingertip feeling. This would be a correct minimum finger pressure. Then you can practice that one with each finger. Unfortunately, other fingers may or may not have the harmonic sound, so it might just sound like a little whistling, such as this one. A little whistling because it doesn't have a responding harmonic sound, but that's okay. As long as you know the feeling of the right minimum finger pressure, then you apply a little more weight of the fingertip until you have a proper sound. Like this. Again, 3. Then 4. Like that. And this is very, very important. And any fast passages, sustaining note, and especially when you start learning how to vibrate. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish all of you a wonderful practice, and I wish all of you a healthy and wonderful time. Yeah. I hope to see you again. Bye bye.